It's bird season! Yeah! Which rifle do we want to use for grouse? Probably the biggest one you got. So we're going to take this bird season as an opportunity to get out on the trails, ride the four-wheeler, get Gage some exercise, and do some squatching along the way. The birds are just going to be bonus, so we're not going to focus on bird hunting, but it will be included in the video, so you will see me carrying grouse. I don't think I'll film myself shooting any grouse, but I will be shooting grouse. So that just means that we're going to get out further, travel more trails. We might do 20 miles a day on the four-wheeler or more, and we're going to investigate any strange structures that we find. I have an area where I grew up that I've been hunting for 40 years. That's where we're going to be heading. We could see deer, moose, bear, turkey, grouse, all kinds of stuff. Anything and everything up here that we see, as well as anything Bigfooty. So let's go get at it. Oh, you lazy dog. Come on, you jump up here all the time. Let's go. Really? Come, not in the front of the truck. Hey, not in the front of the truck. That's not where dogs ride. Come on. Come on. Oh, you lazy dog. As you guys can see, the leaves are starting to change out here. This is one of my favorite places to photograph. I've gotten some beautiful shots here. 2 more weeks and this place will be golden yellow. So today I actually have to be back in town just after lunch. One of my kids has an appointment, so I can't risk taking the four-wheeler and getting stuck somewhere. So Gage and I are just going to do a bit of road traveling, and then we're going to get out and walk some trails. We're going to spend 4.5 hours in here today. And we're just going to look for any squatchy stuff along the way and see how many birds we can get. There's still a ton of leaves on the side of the roads, so I think the grouse are still pretty safe for a couple more weeks here. You never know, we might see one crossing the road. Yeah, you can walk beside. He knows the drill. He follows the snow machine, the four-wheeler, the truck. This way he'll get a good 5-mile hike in today. Oh, not the new truck. Oh. So there's the road we just came down. And I'm going to stop here. Gage and I are going to get out and walk. The road branches off. So we can continue on back here for many, many miles. Or if we can go down here, there's some nice swamps and it's really nice grouse territory. My tip for the day, guys, we could drive down this road another mile and park the truck. Might as well park it here on the main road. So if anything were to happen to us, people aren't guessing where we are. They know I parked here, I'm going down this road. Also, if you're a conscientious hunter and you see somebody's vehicle parked here on a trail, like this is a main trail, so it doesn't really apply, but if it's just a little bird trail or something and you see someone parked there, then you know, hey, we're not going to go down there. Somebody's already in there, right? Hopefully that's the kind of hunter you are. I know I am. That's the way I was raised, right? My dad has always said there's enough land up here that we shouldn't see anybody else when we're hunting, and that's kind of what we strive for, is to get our own area away from everyone else. You're not interfering with anyone else's hunt, and in this day and age, it's a lot more frequent. You see guys coming through on bikes and four-wheelers all the time, and they don't really give a crap. But in the old day, you didn't hunt where another guy was hunting. And as I mentioned before, guys, I got my compass and my GPS and lots of batteries for the GPS today as well. I mentioned in another video as well, I keep my important stuff inside a pocket inside a pocket in the pack sack. So it's never going to just get a tear in this outside part and, you know, lose your compass. So it's got double protection in there. And I do the same thing with batteries and phone, go up inside a pouch, inside a pouch. So long-time viewers of the channel know that Gary had an ear injury working underground years ago. I blew an eardrum and it caused me a lot of issues. So you'll see me wearing ear protection all hunting season now too. If I'm going to shoot, the earmuffs go on. I've done a few reviews on the channel, different ones. These are my walkers. They're nice and slim. They fit good. But the sound, you can't really tell when you turn them on. They have microphones in them. But you can't really tell where the sound is coming from, but it does a great job of protecting your ears when you shoot. Oh, he's found water already. Dude, it's too wet and cold. Well, I know you just ran 4 miles, but come on, let's go. Let's get a bird. What do you guys think? Should we go in there? There's a swamp in there. And it looks like a great place for birds. Lots of logs to drum on, places to hide. It's wet, just where the grouse love to go. I think we should get in there. So I know you guys always comment how beautiful the land is around my house. It's ash swamp. These forests here, we're about 45 kilometers from where my current house is. I grew up out here. These are hardwood, maple, oak, beautiful forests out here, full of moose. Very similar territory, like Rabbit Lake area is not far from here. It's all the same kind of bush. Scary bush, thick. You don't want to get lost out here. Another thing these woods are full of that people come out here and hunt for, chaga. And I can see a yellow birch over here, it's just covered in it. So this is what the natives used to make tea. And it was like a herbal remedy for many different things. Kind of tastes like orange pico. You have to grind it up fine. I'll show you guys, there's a great big chunk of it. It sells, I don't know what they sell it for, 20 bucks a pound or something now, I don't know. But here where we are, there's lots of it. China can't get enough of it apparently, so maybe I'll have to start doing some exporting. Here, I'll show you guys, I'll turn the camera around. So you see that black growth? This is a yellow birch right here. And when the trees get damaged, they can sometimes get chaga growing on them, and this one has quite a chunk. Oh, there's probably 3 pounds worth on there. There's some there, and there's another piece there, up there. Can you guys spot the differences in the forest here compared to at my house? It's a lot thicker. There's a lot bigger trees, older trees. These are old growth forests. And you're in the water again. So these are the forests here I want you guys to think of when you think of Canada, because this is the real forest here. And stick with me this hunting season. Even if you're not a hunter, we're going to be exploring 100 places like this. I'm going to show you guys some fantastic country that people don't see, because I've been hunting out here for 40 years, and my dad, my grandfather, and his father passed down all these spots, so we know where to go, and I'll show you guys some country you won't see otherwise. You smell something. It's gotten really dark out. I don't know, it might rain. We're about half a mile away from the truck, just around the swamp here. I haven't seen any grouse, which is surprising. This is perfect for them. I think we're just going to make our way back up to the road and walk further down the road, just in case it rains. And I'm not going to be caught 4 miles back in the bush. So I've adjusted the exposure to show you guys how dark it really got out here. You guys can't tell because the camera is always brightening up, right? Compensating when it gets dark. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Look how dark it is. I hope that's rain and nothing ominous. And there we are with the camera doing its auto exposure. Now I did make a mistake this morning. I did not mark where we parked the truck on the GPS, and that is the first rule of survival, guys. Wherever you get out of your truck, put a marker on your GPS. That way you can get back to it wherever and whenever you need to. I know the layout of most of these roads back here, but I could still get turned around. So we're almost back at the road. And next time we go in off trail like that again, I'll put a marker on my GPS so there is absolutely no question of where I'm going. And in this instance here, once I got down there 500 yards and realized, hey, I forgot to put a marker, all I did was I followed that little creek that Gage was running in. We just stuck to the bank of that creek. You can't get lost if you follow a creek, right? Turn around and go back up the creek. So that's all I did this morning. So Gage has probably got about, I don't know, 4 or 5 kilometers in already. There we go, back on the trail. All is good. We're still heading away from the truck. I'm probably gonna go in, 3 or 4 spots like that today and just see. I'm really surprised that we didn't even see a bird in there. It actually looked pretty squatchy in there. I'm surprised we didn't see a squatch in there. Yeah, these are the, I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but it's night and day, the woods out here. Really, it's these are the scary Hansel and Gretel woods. Not scary if you grew up here, but these are the places people get lost. They don't come back from. So I know I'm gonna have some guys saying, oh, what are you talking about? Those woods aren't scary. Guys, there are no marked trails up here. If you think about, like down in the States, for example, how many people go missing in national parks, which are very clearly marked trails, camping areas, very well used, lots of people. There's none of that up here. There are no markings. There are logging trails like this. There are four-wheeler trails. But if you get off that trail and you don't have a map, a compass, a GPS, you're in big trouble up here. There is nothing. This really is an outdoorsman's paradise up here. We're gonna go all day today, and I guarantee you we're not gonna see another single soul. We've driven 20 some miles back in the bush here, and it's only bird season. So if it were moose season or something like that, yeah, we might see somebody, but not during bird season. Yeah, here comes the rain. So it's very dark today, very gray, but I want to show you guys some images of this road from last year. Beautiful colors and scenery on this road when it's nice and sunny. Just a beautiful place. There is a video on the channel, the old Moose Road, I think is what I called it. If you guys want to go for a drive down the entire road, check it out. But right here, I'll just show you some of the better images of this area. So what we're gonna do after hunting season this year, when the snow hits and Gary has nothing better to do with his time, we're going to put up a new website with all the images on it that I've had. I've been running a site for years, but I just took it down 6 months ago. I never made a lot of sales online, but you guys have made a lot of requests and a lot of people are impressed with my work. Thank you guys, thanks a lot. I really appreciate that you guys are interested. I think we'll limit sales to smaller items like the cards, and I'll just do random 10 packs of greeting cards, okay? And up to 8x10 prints. All the prints that I sell are matted and signed. Gary Reed. I will throw Unfrequented World on there if you guys want. And I sell the prints, if you were to come see me in person, I do a lot of shows locally. I sell them for 25 bucks, so I'm really selling them cheap for what they are. And they're matted and signed, and then you just buy the frame that it goes in. So you guys will be able to pick your image that you want me to send you. It'll be matted, signed, and that way we can just ship them in bubble envelopes, hopefully keeping costs down. It might be, you know, $5 or $8 or something to ship it. So you guys are probably looking at 30 or 35 bucks to get an 8x10. All original photography, right? All Northern Ontario photography by this guy right here. So lots of people showing interest. I'm super grateful for that. Thanks, guys. I do sell larger canvases and things. We could work out some kind of deal for that as well. We'll figure all that stuff out after the fall. So everybody keeps asking me when I'm going to do it. We will. As soon as winter rolls around and Gary can't get out and do this stuff anymore, we will work on setting up the online for the photography sales. Okay, guys? And another reminder, guys, go back and watch yesterday's video from the 14th. There is a giveaway taking place on that video. Comment, like, share, and you'll be entered to win one of the laser engravings that my Uncle Mike did. We're going to do the drawing on Sunday. Yeah, camera gear got pretty wet there. But we can still get a good drive in here. You never know what we'll see crossing the road, so let's keep going. Moose was just on the road. I didn't see it, but it was just here. We came around the corner and the dog's nose went right to the ground and he started smelling. So right fresh this morning. That is moose. Moose will do that. They rub their antlers on here, so that's a bull moose. And he'll scrape all the skin off of here as he's trying to take the velvet off of his antlers, and then he'll twist and break a lot of these right on the side of the road. You'll see that all the time. Right there is another moose break or twist right there, guys, on the side of the road. And I know I've mentioned it before, some people don't agree with hunting, but up here, this is how we were raised, right? Hunting, fishing, I have my trapping license, and I do have an environmental degree and a post-environmental degree. So I honestly have to say Canadians are some of the world's greatest conservationists. Yes, we use the resources, but we do it in a sustainable manner. Yeah, and there's the end of my bird hunt. Coming home on the highway, a transport cut in front of me and threw a nice big stone into my new windshield. Of course, I haven't had one in 5 years until I get the new truck. But I'm on the ball. I have an appointment, 4 o'clock. We'll be getting that fixed.